To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on that?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up. That's good.
You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105.
Between us. Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you? In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowco. Come on, I'm coming. You couldn't run the leg to yourself.
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
The Warrington Irish Club. Friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and Crown Green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club.
Jerry Flynn Events presents the original Beat in the Heat on the Costa del Sol. Now in its 23rd year, the Costa del Dance takes place between the 1st and the 11th of April 2024 at the Hotel Amaragua, Torremolinos. Prices start from £680 sterling or €782 for a 7 or 10 night stay with dinner, bed and breakfast featuring the best in country, Irish, ceilidh and set dancing. To book, phone 01254 445 050 or visit jerryflynnevents.com.
Hello, good evening and welcome to the Irish in the UK. Don Kennedy is very well known for running the music shop at the Leeds Irish Centre for a very long time. He's also ran his own music shop in Leeds for some years as well, and we'll be catching up with him later in the show. But first, we're off to the Irish World Heritage Centre in Manchester for the visit of the Kilkennys. It was a great night which was arranged by Sam Mcintyre. The Kilkennys put on a fantastic show. Well, the audience certainly enjoyed themselves. They were on their feet all night, singing along to all the songs.
Now when I woke up, I was all alone. Had a broken eye and a ticket home. And I asked you, brother, what's a fella to do? Yeah, my hair's back and your eyes were blue. I've been traveling.
Davey, what a performance you put on here tonight in Manchester.
Martin, it's great to be back here. It's a pleasure and honour to be here in the Irish World Heritage Centre here in Manchester. It's our first gig of 2024 and what a way to kick it off. The Kilkennys are back on the road and thanks for coming to see us and film us, and it's a great atmosphere and really enjoyed it.
Well, we really enjoyed it as well, and you know, it made it extra special because the crowd were really up for it in there tonight.
They were, you see, we're not fully a dance band, you know, but sometimes you can't help yourself and you have to get up and dance. So we're doing a lot of songs. We did like songs like Waltzing Matilda, Grace. There'll be listening songs, you know, and the people can get get deep into the meaning of the songs. But then you're up on your feet. It's whiskey in the jar. Some say the devil is dead, and they just can't help it. They're up, and we've prizes for the best dancers and the worst dancers. So you have to be careful if you're out with the tap shoes on.
I'm glad I wasn't dancing. I'd probably get the worst dancer.
I've seen you dancing before, Martin. You're not too bad. In March, St. Patrick's Day is obviously big celebrations all around the world, and every Irish band in Ireland is never in Ireland because they're off in London, New York, and we'll actually be in Europe. We do a lot of music and shows in Europe, Holland, Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg. So we're going to be doing a nice little week tour around St. Patrick's week, and we'll be taking in Luxembourg, Belgium and Holland. So if there's anybody listening around that area, come and see us, but if not, we'll be back in this area soon again.
We Irish, we're everywhere.
The Irish, I think it's 96 million people all around the world claim Irish heritage. Imagine that. And we've only 4 million at home. So do the maths. Where did it all go wrong?
As we gathered in chapel here in old Kilkennys jail, I think about these past few weeks. Oh, will they say we failed from our school days? They had told us we must yearn for liberty. Yet all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. I know you know the chorus, so let's sing it together. Manchester. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. Then take me out at dawn and I will die. Beautiful. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye.
Sam, a great night here at the Irish World Heritage Centre with the Kilkennys.
Very good, isn't they? You can hear them there in the background, firing away.
You can indeed. And of course you've got them over for the weekend.
Yes, they're over here. They're with us here tonight, the Irish World Heritage Centre. And then we're down over at the Brian Brew, Ashenmaker Field, sold out. Basically within an hour and a half and a day, basically. And then we're off down to London.
And Corey called me to his side down in the GPO. I had to leave my own sick bay. To him I had to go.
I know that you're really busy because just at the end of last year, of course, you had Kilkennys here in the UK.
We had the little man here, sold it out, could have sold him again. So he's back over at the Brian Brew, who's doing all the job, all the work. And may I say, I have to say this while I'm here, they do a lovely pint of draft Guinness, the best I've tasted.
And the Brian Brew Club is the oldest club, of course, in the UK, but it's so well supported.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic club. Lovely, nice people. Tom and all the people there. Lovely people.
Now, you're heavily involved, of course, in bringing bands and individuals here to the UK over the year. How are you finding at the moment to get people to come out and support the bands around the north of England?
I only have to mention Kilkennys and it's sold out. I only have to mention Kilkennys and they sell out. And as you know, we both know, we're all part of the Irish World Heritage Centre here. We love the Irish Centre, we love the flag, and we love the music, don't we?
Like my liquor, I'm living hard. The Lord save my soul. My salvation's a turn of a card. My heart's as black as coal. Everybody's got the right to go wrong. Everybody's got to sing my song. Everybody's got the right to go wrong. Sing my song, sing my song. Oh, glory, oh, I'm the Lord's disciple. Sing it, Sammy. Oh, glory, oh, hand me down the Bible.
Now, Sam, tell me a little bit, where's that accent from?
It's from McGilligan. So everybody knows McGilligan. It's outside Limavady or between Limavady and Coleraine. It's a lovely beach there, Benone Strand. So if you look up and see the big mountain, Benevny, I come from that part. So I'm part of a shepherd family, the McIntyres.
And do you get back home much?
And now and again, so you go home, and obviously all my family's here. I got my 2 sons here and my grandsons and my granddaughter, so you never get away sometimes, do you?
No.
Yeah.
On Grafton Street in November, we trip lightly along the ledge.
St. Patrick's Day parade is coming up now, and that's going to be a great day for the Irish.
Another brilliant day. And of course, we all love St. Patrick's Day, and we all have our parties, and we got the float going on and everything there, so we're looking forward to a lovely St. Patrick's Day.
Out making tarts, and I not making hay. Oh, I love too much, by such is happiness thrown away.
Nice little quick weekend here in England, just to get us get the fingers warmed up, get the voices back in action, because we had a break in January. We usually take January off because it's hectic around New Year's and Christmas. So happy to be back on the road. Great to see you and all the people at the Irish in the UK TV show, and hope you all tune in, and hello to everybody watching in, and come and see us. If you can, get a ticket, get out on the road, because you can't beat live music. It's great to watch it on YouTube or on Spotify and all these great places, but get out and see it in the real life, in the flesh, and you won't be sorry.
Absolutely, you can't beat live music. Look, it lifts all our spirits.
It does. Let the music keep your spirits high. It's a great line from a Jackson Browne song, and we recorded it, and it's called After the Deluge. Beautiful number off one of our albums, and I'm glad you said that. If you're feeling down, press play or come to a show and let the music keep your spirits high. Well, as I said, the best place to see the Kilkennys is live on stage, but if you're feeling a bit lazy, just take out your phone, the Kilkennys in Google, YouTube, Spotify, just put in the Kilkennys, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the great platforms, as well as the Irish in the UK TV show.
Everybody was saying to me as I was meeting them, what a night. We really enjoyed it.
Well, if people go home with a smile on their face, singing a song or whistling as they're getting their taxi home, I think we've done our job, and we'll see them next time.
Okay, Manchester, we're going fast. Hands up!
Keep up the great work, Sam, and promoting all these great bands that's coming over from Ireland to the UK. We want to see more of them here because, you know, people need to get out and enjoy themselves.
Oh, we do, and I have to say this because, you know, sometimes it helps to talk to other promoters and other actions, and I did this time, and I got to say a big thank you to the Crack in the Creek people for all the help that they give me, Matt and Donald. It's a credit to them, and they are the young people here. And they're the people I hope to see one day take it over and keep the St. Patrick's Days going and the music going. And that's what it is, the younger generation, Martin.
If the Kilkennys are in your area, try and go along and see them. They certainly put on a fantastic show. We'll see you after the break.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good. You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105. Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you? In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat. Come in, I'm coming. You couldn't run the length to yourself.
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at Ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club.
Jerry Flynn Events presents the original Beat in the Heat on the Costa del Sol. Now in its 23rd year, the Costa del Dance takes place between the 1st and the 11th of April 2024 at the Hotel Amaragua, Torremolinos. Prices start from £680 sterling or €782 for a 7 or 10 night stay with dinner, bed and breakfast featuring the best in country, Irish, ceilidh and set dancing. To book, phone 01254 445 050 or visit jerryflynnevents.com.
Welcome back. Now, Don Kennedy is very well known for running the music shop at the Leeds Irish Centre. And recently we went along to chat to him about his life and times at the Leeds Irish Centre, running his own shop in Leeds, and he was also heavily involved in sport and music. Don, tell me a little bit about the time when you emigrated from Dublin to come over to England.
Prior to coming over, Kay and I, we anticipated coming over actually in about 18 months after we got engaged. For we were going to get married that August in 1960. Anyway, we set off on New Year's Eve from Dublin, of course, North Wall, and overnight we arrived in Liverpool that New Year's Day, travelling of course over to Leeds. It was quite a task, and we're in Leeds. My father happened to be on duty and greeted us there, so that was a lovely factor of us arriving and to know that he was going to greet us. So we managed to get a job in a factory, bias binding factory, something which supported the tailoring, clothing trade.
Yeah.
I found another job in construction, which didn't last very long. Where I worked, there happened to be a chap there who was a member of the territorial army.
Yeah.
And he found out I was a musician, and he was actually involved with the local territorial band, brass and reed band, of course. And he invited me along, and I was happy to go along to help out. You know, they wanted musicians, and I was happy to go along and play with them, but not to get involved, not to join up or anything like that. But I was happy to go there and keep my technique and my embouchure and so forth, which is necessary when you're playing a clarinet. You don't want to slacken at that. If you leave it a while, it can be difficult to play the clarinet. One of the sessions we used to rehearse at Chipley near Bradford, and there was a basketball venue. So then I was anxious to know, having been a basketball player, how we could make connections and so forth. So there I met someone, and they referred me to Leeds City Basketball Club, for which they were the top team in Yorkshire at the time, both Yorkshire and naturally the Leeds and district areas. So I finally got in touch with them, and there I started by playing basketball. When I got interested in basketball in Dublin, right, I was selected for the Dublin minor team, which was the opening game to an international, England versus Ireland. And that gave me, it sort of hooked me onto the game, because I had a neighbour who was only the same height as myself, 5'5". And I thought, well, if he can do it, why can't I? In Ireland, there's very few facilities for indoor games.
Yeah.
That the gymnasium in Portobello was the one of the few facilities in Dublin outside of the National Stadium. That's where my father was a military man, of course, in Portobello. When I graduated as a musician after 3 years, I was posted to Cork, to the number 2 band at the time it was called, and afterwards was called the Southern Command Band. Playing for the Southern Command basketball team, which included many of my fellow musicians. I had a great teammate. We had a great understanding of the game. We could interact, anticipate each other's moves and shots and so forth. We'd often score 20 to 50 points between us, which was an incredible turnover. So John and I were selected for the 3 grades on the one night, which I believe at the time, I wasn't quite aware of it, but it was a record, I believe, for us to be able to play for Cork. And more so the fact it was strange that I'm a dub, and I still represented Cork. On the night, there was a photograph taken of us, and I wasn't aware of it, where it was going. It was published in the Cork Examiner the following Monday, I think it was, or the following week, and I wasn't aware of it. But my wife, when she went to work, some of her colleagues at work had a photograph that got her from the Cork Examiner and gave her a great reception when she arrived. Every year there would be a final of the command, which would involve teams from Clonmel, Tralee, and so forth. Anyway, that particular year we won the command, which we won quite frequently every year as such. And who presented the trophies but Colonel Sean Collins Powell, a nephew of Michael Collins. So during our one-to-one, when he was congratulating me and saying he was in awe at my ability to play the game like I did, and with such well, not a disability, but you know what I mean, for a small player to be able to rise to the occasion. Anyway, he said he would love his own son to be able to play this game. I said, well, I can't see why not, sir, you know, talking to a colonel, can imagine it. Anyway, he says, you'll have a word with our coach, and I'm sure he'll be only too happy to oblige. And anyway, not anticipating that he's not going to come. It mightn't bother, you know, who comes on the Tuesday night, but Michael Collins' grandnephew, whose name was also Sean, like his father. We were privileged to have such a person in our basketball circle.
Your father was a great admirer of Michael Collins.
Yes, Dad was, yeah. Oh, he lived it. And I think I could imagine when I sent the photograph to my father, well, naturally they were in England, and all my correspondence went through. Dad never had a chance to see me, you know, gradually coming up to the standard of basketball in Cork, representing Cork and Munster and playing against American teams and so forth. So when I went over to England that Christmas, he had 4 portrait photographs done in the sitting room. And I thought, well, he must have been very pleased to know that my connections with the Collins family, well, not there was any big deal, but it was nice to know that someone he admired and my son was involved in this engagement with the Collinses. My wife's sister and brother-in-law, they were indulged in buying second-hand records, which were jukebox records. And they were down in London at the time, and they used to buy thousands from, they were just being put in furnaces and destroyed and so forth. And when I got onto it there, I got my connections here in Leeds, and I was doing the same thing. I got my first shop in 1964. We got a market tenancy there. Well, the shop was a household name because we introduced cut price records. Naturally, I was keen to sell Irish records in country and western, and as regards the Irish community, we were the shop to go to. No one else would bother. They weren't as conscientious as we were to sell the country and western and the Irish. And during that period when we were buying the new ones, we were retailing the new ones. Often when the Irish show bands came to Leeds, Irish Centre wasn't open then. This was in the early 60s. It'll be 62 onwards up to them opening in 1970. But the clubs, they had always called to my shop to do a bit of research, see what's on the market, American and country and western, and even their own Irish recordings and things like that. When the Irish Centre opened, Peter Newman called to the shop and he said, well, Don, you know, we have show bands coming, why don't you come up and retail your records? That'd be nice, convenient, and for the Irish community, you know, the people that would come to the show bands.
50 years later, you're still here, Don.
50 years, yes, it's been going on since. We're very much a household name, and being involved with the Irish Centre, it opened up a lot of relationships with people. I met the 2 presidents of Ireland, Mrs. Robinson and Mrs. McAleese. The community in Leeds, you know, they've got great respect for me as much as I have for them, and I would never, you know, I never abandoned being here. A lot of people said, well, the place wouldn't be the same. It's the flagship for the Irish Centre, having the shop here.
Don has so many great stories to tell. What a lovely man, and we look forward to meeting him again on our next visit to the Leeds Irish Centre. We'll be back next Thursday evening with the Irish in the UK. Take good care.